Boom. All right, what's going on, you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Stock Talk, series where we cover exciting news and price action in regard to some of the stocks we've been talking about on the channel. In today's case, we are going to be focusing on the cannabis sector, and we're also just going to be focusing on technicals today. I'm seeing a lot of exciting things on the chart, a lot of promising technical setups that I want to share with you guys, and I'm excited to get into it. So, as always, we'll go over each topic that we're going to be discussing, and we'll dive into each one individually. Not much topics to cover, like I just said. It's all going to be on the charts, but we will be looking at the following stocks today in this order, going down the watch list on TradingView, of course. First up, Canopy Growth, which you can see in front of us. Very simple chart here. Excited to break this one down. Canopy Growth, Tilray, Aurora Cannabis, Cronos Group, and Aphria. Okay, so all exciting plays. I'm very fundamentally bullish on the cannabis sector. Of course, if you don't know the fundamental bull case for cannabis, you can go watch the last stock. It's the last stock talk I posted on this about a week ago, where we cover a lot of the regulatory hurdles being cleared right now. But fundamentals aside, technicals are looking very promising. So let's get straight into it. But before we do, of course, I will ask you to please give the video a like if you do go on to gain value from it today, or if you're invested in any of the stocks we're going to be talking about. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and want to catch more content like this. And of course, check out my complete portfolio daily newsletter. First link down in the description if you want a complete breakdown of my entire portfolio that I do update every trading day during market hours, so very real-time updates from myself. With every update, I send out an email newsletter rationalizing my thoughts, letting you guys know why I'm making the trades I'm making, okay? And one more thing, sorry guys, we will get into this. I have a little holiday notice for you. So, holiday heads up. I wanted to let you guys know that I'll be gone from December 13th to the 23rd. I'm heading up to my cabin in Big Bear to spend some quality time with the family and get some snowboarding in. Unfortunately, I won't be recording any content up there, but of course I will still be trading, and the daily newsletter will still be going strong. I am pre-recording a few general videos that I'll post while I'm up there, but I just wanted to give you guys the heads up. If you do happen to want daily updates on some of our favorite stocks around here, like cannabis, like blockchain, like crypto, like precious metals, everything, you guys know the deal. You got to join the newsletter, fam. So once again, that's just if you want daily updates on some of our favorite sectors around here. If you do, first link in the description once again. If not though, no worries at all. Let's get into some of this technical analysis. Okay, so first up, this one is very simple. This is probably my favorite setup of them all because this is very promising. One of the videos that I'm actually going to pre-record is about my favorite setups, and this ascending channel technical pattern is included because it's just so reliable and it's done me so well so many times in my career as a trader. Okay, so ascending channel, I'm sure you guys know what that is by now. Ascending channel, obviously, a series of highs and a series of lows creating an ascending channel, a channel going up. Okay, so Canopy Growth has been following a very nice, pretty textbook ascending channel since the 12th of October. You can see this first high. So got a touch point up here, touch point in November 9th, and I think we're going to see the next touch point pretty soon, you guys. You can see 3 touching points on this lower line of resistance right here. We're dancing right on this lower line of support. So dancing right on this line of support right now. Stochastic RSI, I don't talk about the RSI a whole lot on this channel, but I do have it here for a reason. And we have just been slugging along the bottom. We have just been trolling the bottom of the Stokes for a pretty long time now on the 4-hour. And it's only every time you see this, you can see back here just a few examples. It's not even this extreme, but right here, slugging around, you can see a big old pop-up right here following that slug, because it's inevitable that they're going to cross over and move to the upside. Not inevitable, but very likely. You can see it once again right here. Again, not even as like significant as this one, but slugging a little bit, and then you see a crossover, boom, big rally up right here. I think we're about to see that same thing. So the Stokes being flat, slugging around, on top of the fact that we are using this lower line of support on the ascending channel as a successful line of support, just bounced off that yesterday. I think it's very, very likely that we come up to test the top side of this ascending channel. Say we hit it, just for the example, on December 15th, that would bring us to almost a $36 CGC. So that is going to be my price target. Again, you guys keep in mind, this is a pretty steep ascending channel. Say we hit it tomorrow, it's going to be about $34.50. Say we hit it on Christmas Eve, that's going to be $38. So it's all about when it goes up to test this line of resistance. But I think it's very, very likely that we ultimately do come up to test the top side of resistance on this ascending channel. Call it. Okay. Once again, guys, always know my money's on what I'm saying. Boom, 2. Tilray. Tilray, TLRY, the OG. Okay, so Tilray was looking so promising to me, but unfortunately it failed out. So sorry to the Tilray bulls out there. I don't see any. I'm actually short-term bearish on Tilray. Still long-term bullish. I do still think Tilray has a lot of potential in the medium to long-term, but short-term bearish because it did break this line of resistance right here. So last time we covered it about, again, a few days, I think 6 days ago, I recorded the last cannabis video. It's following this really strong line of support right here, and I was very confident that we'd break back. I was very confident we'd break above this ascending channel. Okay, so we are still technically in what is a pretty medium-term ascending channel right here, starting in the beginning of October. You can see right here it has been successfully using these touch points, but it unfortunately broke this short-term line of support, which makes me believe it's very, very likely we come down to test the bottom side of this ascending channel. So again, ascending channel, still bullish, medium to long term. Short term, I think it's very likely we come down from 830 where we're at now down to about the 770 region, 760 region ish. So I think that's very likely. But once we do that, if we successfully bounce off that, I think it's very likely we come up to once again test the top line, the top side of this channel. That would bring us to about $10.40. If we can break out of this ascending channel, that's where things get really exciting. So once we break out, I personally think it's very likely if we break out of this that Tilray sees an insane technical movement. A lot of traders are looking at this ascending channel. If we break out of this, we saw it before. The last time we broke out of this, it was a lot weaker of a channel at the time, but was still technically a channel. Once we broke out, gapped right above it, saw a crazy gap up from $7.90 all the way to $12. So I think we could see something similar to that again if we do break the top side of resistance on this longer term ascending channel. Say we break like 1040 in mid-December. 1040, if we close above like 1075 over the course of the next couple of weeks, we've broken that channel, and I do think it's likely that we test this very, very optimistic, very bullish line of resistance on this greater uptrend. Okay, so first point of contact right here, early October, once again at about 8:30 right here at this rally, crazy rally here at almost $12, and then from there, if we do break this and see another insane that would be parabolic. That would be a parabolic rally. Say we test it on Christmas miracle, very, very green Christmas, $20 on the dot. And again, you guys, Tilray, I believe, IPO'd around $20. So it wouldn't surprise me at all with all the, again, so many regulatory hurdles being crossed right now and being, just cannabis being decriminalized across the United States at a federal level. Very, very fundamentally bullish. And it wouldn't surprise me at all to see a lot of these companies get back to at least their IPO levels. Again, Tilray, I think, it was either $18 or $22. Please correct me. I could go back, but it's either $18 or $22. Call it 20 to break even. I think Tilray at the end of this shorter to medium term rally could easily reach $20. Okay, so Tilray, if we do break this ascending channel, very bullish, and we'll definitely consider establishing a position if we do happen to break this channel. Moving on, Aurora Cannabis. ACB, come on, please load. Okay, so ACB is a much simpler chart here. You can see here, oh man, loading slow, sorry about that, guys. So ACB is looking a little weird. Okay, so ACB here, we're on even on a 4 hour, this looks crazy. Okay, so ACB saw a crazy rally up in the beginning of November. I'm sure some of you remember this, about a month ago. Rallied up to almost $15, gapped up to $15 from $6. So we saw over 2x in a single day. And we are now printing. You could kind of call it a descending triangle. We're definitely in a downtrend here. Okay, so what makes sense here if you want to trade this? I'm not personally trading ACB right now. This is probably my least favorite stock of the ones we're talking about for full transparency. I think it's tough to say. The only thing that I can say with some certainty is we'll probably play out this somewhat of a descending triangle here, test the top sides of resistance, but we're still in a downtrend. For me to become bullish on Aurora Cannabis, we would have to break out of this downtrend. So say we close above, just to play it super safe, if we can break $12 again, that makes me very short, medium, long-term bullish on Aurora Cannabis. Okay, so short-term, I should say. More short-term. Once we break $12, if we can close the day above $12, that makes me very short-term bullish on Aurora Cannabis. Okay, so again, it all comes, I'm not going to go much further than that just because I don't have much more what I feel is worthy insight to share with you guys here. But again, if we break 12 bucks, that makes me personally very bullish, and I would definitely consider trading ACB if we can break $12. Moving down to one of my favorite players in this sector right now, Cronos. Cronos is following a very exciting pattern right now. Okay, so Cronos, kind of similar to Tilray, but I'm hoping Cronos plays out in, I don't know why I have, okay, the money sign here. So Cronos, again, has been printing an ascending channel. Not printing an ascending channel. This is a very, very long-term ascending channel that's actually been below for a long time. Okay, so I shouldn't say that. But I'm hoping, and I'm very optimistic, and I do think it could happen, Cronos does reclaim this long-term ascending channel. That was a very, very strong ascending channel. A lot of points of contact here. And since then, we've been below it. Obviously corrected, came up here, used this line that was once support on that very strong ascending channel as a line of resistance, bounced below that significantly. Now we're dancing right below this long-term line of resistance that, again, was a support on the ascending channel, bouncing off that, but also printing kind of an ascending wedge pattern. You could almost call this an ascending triangle. I would say this is more of an ascending triangle, okay? So ascending triangle, historically bullish pattern, higher highs and pretty much topped out up here. That's the ceiling right here around like 880, 890-ish. Okay, so again, successfully using this very short-term line of support, very strong line of support here. Stochastics are about to curl up. That's very, very bullish. You can see the blue is actually crossing over the red right now. That is a good sign. That is a green flag. So that makes me very bullish. That will see a run up to, at the very least, the 930 region to test this line of support once again. This line of resistance, again, it's a line of resistance on the short term, line of support on this very long-term ascending channel, which I do think we'll get through. So what I think, because we're showing so much strength and ascending triangles usually break out to the upside, I think it's very likely we reclaim this ascending channel. And once we do, I think there's going to be a flood of momentum into Tilray because we have reclaimed this long-term ascending channel, Cronos group, and we ultimately come to test the top side of this ascending channel on the long term. Okay, so when that happens, I don't know. Keep in mind, you guys, these are just examples. Once again, if we break this, very, very bullish. If we break back into this ascending channel, which would be, say we break 950. If we can get to $10, mega bullish. If we can reach double digits on Cronos, close a daily there, close even a 4-hour there, very, very bullish. Again, $10 conservative. It's more like 950, okay, to be specific. But $10, we hit double digits. I'm very bullish. I think it's an easy run up from there to about 1275. Again, if we get that green Christmas, if we get that Christmas miracle on Cronos. So very bullish there, you guys. Exciting times in this sector. We had a green day here. I think this is the calm before the storm, to be honest. I think there is a lot of momentum just being stored and energy being ready to be, energy at the ready to be released. Okay. So right here, let's finish it off with Aphria. So Aphria is interesting. Aphria, we could see two things play out right here. So you can see here, Aphria is actually broken a very long-term line of resistance on this long-term uptrend. Okay, so 3 very strong points of contact. I think this is a very, very solid line, and that's being proven right now because it's dancing. Like right now, it's literally exactly on this line that was once a very strong line of resistance, broke that, and now using it as kind of support, dancing around there because there's a lot of hesitancy around this. People don't know if it's going to break up or break down. But this is easy in the sense that there are 2 scenarios that are pretty much almost, I shouldn't say guaranteed to play out, but I think it's very likely will play out. The first, let's start with the bullish or bearish and then move on to the bullish to wrap the video up. Always want to end on the high note. So bearish is that we play out kind of, you can kind of see a sloppy head and shoulders, like left shoulder, head, or right shoulder. In that case, that would even more, I just saw that literally, but that would also validate the fact that I think we could pull back because Aphria has done exceptionally well over some of the other cannabis stocks in this sector. It's gone especially parabolic. So it wouldn't surprise me at all when stocks go parabolic. It's a lot of the time, just a rule of thumb in TA and charts. A lot of time, after you go parabolic, when you correct back down to your previous high. And that previous high would bring us to about $6.60, which is a pretty significant correction for Aphria. But again, previous high, we're still doing well. We're still looking strong. And I think that would actually be a very healthy correction. So say we do come down here, get down here. I am very, very bullish on Aphria if we get back down to the 660, 670 region right here. Again, testing this previous high before this crazy rally up that we saw at the end of November. Ultimately, again, because I am long-term bullish on the entire cannabis sector as a whole, I think it's very likely after we come down here, we'll come back up here, probably test this line once again. around $9 at that if we do hit it in mid-January, and ultimately come up to test this very, very long-term area of resistance, just historical ceiling, you guys. It's very possible we break above this. This is just a line I've had drawn for a long time, a historical ceiling for Aphria back in 2018, 2019. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do on the next run see some hesitancy, see this act as a ceiling. Again, in this next run up, come down here, blast up, see a little resistance around here, and then ultimately come up to what I would expect to be the 1030 level, or again, close it out with the bullish scenario. We are above this line. We're technically still dancing on it. We haven't broken below it, and it's still very likely that we could break out to the upside, especially if the rest of the cannabis sector continues to rally like I do think. So that's a big determining factor, you guys. And again, you guys, keep in mind, although these companies are competitors, a lot of times sectors tend to act in unison. They are guilty by association for the better and for the worse at times. So say Canopy, Cronos do really well, pop off. It's very likely that Aphria breaks out to the upside. If they do decently well, or maybe people think that these charts look a lot more promising than Aphria, and Aphria sells off, because that's also a possibility too. You just got to run through the possibilities in your mind. Aphria could break to the downside, but it could also break out to the upside. So upside target, I think we hit this historical ceiling at around 1030 if we see another big move up. Aphria too on the stochastic, man. So the stochastics are looking so strong in the cannabis sector right now on pretty much all of them. The blue is about to cross over the red right now. Like probably tomorrow, if we see a green candle on the 4 hour, that we're going to see a crossover, and it's very likely that we see a move up. If we do that, I'm pretty confident we probably will see a run to double digits for Aphria. So Aphria, also an exciting play, still a little bit more speculative. I'm personally, for full transparency, I really like Canopy and Cronos right now as plays. Seeing a lot of promise there. Shout out to the newsletter fam. You guys know the deal there. Hoping for the best, crossing our fingers, of course. But again, you guys, technicals are looking very strong. These are patterns that I've played many times before. And when you have confidence in patterns, when you know something is more predictable based on the technicals, it doesn't make it gambling, it makes it sport, okay? And I will be releasing a video, once again, when I'm gone in Cali, when I'm open Big Bear. I have one pre-recorded for you guys talking about a few of my favorite technical patterns, and some of these are involved with them, okay? So hopefully you guys like that, and I hope you guys like this one. So please let me know down below what your favorite cannabis plays are. Trust me, you guys, I'm watching Sundial. I don't really like Sundial right now, so please don't leave comments about Sundial down below. That said, if you want to trade it, that's perfectly fine, to each their own. Just I'm not personally, but let me know what you think about any of the plays we talked about today. Let me know what sectors you're excited about, whatever you want to talk about. Love talking shop, love learning from you guys. So I'll catch you downstairs, and until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.